side of the platform this year. The vibrant Mrs. FUNKE BUCKNOR-OBRUTHE. Yeah. I think if you live in Nigeria, you must have attended an event that she has planned. If you live in Nigeria, and anywhere in the world, maybe even, she's a multi-award-winning founder and the CEO of Sapphire Events Group. She's a visionary leader and trailblazer in Nigeria's events industry who has left an indelible mark spanning over 2 decades and shaping the event architecture in Nigeria and across Africa. FUNKE is an author as well as the convener of the Event Experience Africa and the founder of the Sapphire Business Training School. She has initiated other impactful ventures, including Sapphire Connect series, Decor by Fortuna, 1001 Lux Rentals, and the Business Growth Blueprint course. Her exceptional contributions to the industry have earned her global recognition, including being ranked among the top planners by the Destination Wedding Planners Congress and honored among the BBC 100 Most Inspirational Women. With a background in law, she's an eloquent speaker and actively serves on boards of various international events and wedding planning associations, congresses, and conferences, demonstrating her steadfast commitment to adding value and sharing her vast knowledge. Please join me as we welcome Mrs. FUNKE BUCKNOR-OBRUTHE to the platform, Nigeria. The hashtag again is your song. Please play her song. Please play her song, please. We need it.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I just needed to, if you know me, you know that I love to dance. Do you know that I love to dance? So I needed music to be gingered. All right, so I'm just going to quickly go straight. Thank you so much. I know that my time is limited, but I just want to first of all just acknowledge Pastor Baju Oyemade. Pastor Baju, thank you for inviting me. I felt very honored, being invited to speak here today. But this is an amazing initiative, and I just think it's such worthy of emulation. So I'm just going to dive straight into it, and also because, Mr. Joe has also kind of even given us the foundation and laid the foundation for us. So, entrepreneurship, building a business from scratch. Now, I had this lovely image. It says, for me, it says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. You just need to begin the journey. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. That is the beginning. And before I go further, I just want to kind of just tell you a little bit about my story, my entrepreneurship story, and how building a business from what almost didn't exist. It's like building something out of nothing, right? The part that led here, I had some lovely pictures. Just show the pictures. I just want to show you, it's important to document your journey and your story. Because when you've been in business for over 20 years, sometimes you forget the days of your humble beginnings, right? So look at me there. Look at me. I was very skinny. Can you see me there trying to just attend to someone? Just being really nice, but I'm always smiling. But that was how I started. And I just started by creating joy and happiness in people's lives. At the very beginning, how did I start? I identified a need. People were getting married you know, those years, and everybody was overwhelmed and stressed out when they were planning their wedding. People were not enjoying the moment. People were just frustrated. And I thought to myself, why can't people enjoy their day? Why is it that people are struggling? So what did I do? I ensured that I was always helping. I loved, you know, if you know me, I'm very energetic. I'm someone that I just love to, you know, make everybody feel good, you know. So I just said, you know what, people cannot be stressed. And that's how I identified that need. I started helping people to plan their events. I would help them, you know, run around and all that and coordinate. And then, of course, I provided the solution. What was the solution? I helped them to plan their weddings. Now, remember that when we started 20-something years ago, for some people in this room, you were not even born yet, right? So I'm sure that even the idea of event planning, event entrepreneurship, you are wondering, hello, but it has always been in existence. No, it wasn't. So it was something that we needed to convince people about. We needed to get people to buy into. And we just needed to show people that there was value in what we were doing. And that's how, you know, we started. I continued to move. And I continued to just press and press. And I'm just going to share with you some tips that helped me along the journey. Right? Of course, as I progressed, what happened? I learned to stay focused and in my lane. One thing that's very important is that as a business or as an entrepreneur, when you want to begin, the first part of the journey is it's tough. And you are wondering, who sent me? How many of us feel that way as entrepreneurs? Do you feel that way sometimes? I love it. I feel that way even yesterday I still felt that way. Like, why am I in this journey? What's going on here? But guess what? When you have a vision, the power of a vision, we can never underestimate the power of a vision. You can never underestimate the power of dreaming big. When you dream big and you see yourself, well, when I was young, when I was younger, 20-something years ago, I never really saw myself as who I am now. I was just one young girl. I just wanted to help people. I never even imagined that I would be speaking at the platform today, guys. Clap for me now. And by the way, I just needed to just brag a little. I planned Pastor Kwaju's wedding. Hello. Do I deserve all those accolades, right? Fantastic. That's to show you how awesome I am. So the power of vision, the power of dreaming big, it's so critical in your journey of entrepreneurship. But of course, you start with that step, because if you don't even start and you don't move, you can't even begin or continue to grow. So I learned to stay focused and in my lane. And why am I saying this? It is easy to get distracted. It is easy to think that you need to be like somebody else or do something else like what everybody else is doing. But what is that vision that you have for your business? Stay the path. Walk the path. Tarry in that path. It may be hard. It may be tough. It will get tough. It will get tough. But you know what? Once you stay focused and in your lane and you carve a niche for yourself, you will thrive. I promise you that. I also said, one of the things I also learned was, as the business grew, I changed strategy a few times. What am I saying? I had a vision. To be the world, the one-stop solution in the event industry, global, etc. But as the business was evolving, when I started, I wanted to just take the stress off you. That was the initial vision. But as the business grew, I realized that we needed to be more than just taking the stress off. We needed to also create experiences, which would also bring me to understanding your market as an entrepreneur, understanding the generation. Because as your business begins to grow and as your business begins to expand, you will realize that you cannot serve the market you serve forever. Right? So as with the business started, first of all, we were planning weddings or events for the younger generation. You know, they were my mates, so it was good. I was feeling cool. I was, on a high, right? And then all of a sudden, I realized I was growing older. What did it mean? Everybody was getting younger. So how do you stay relevant as an entrepreneur? How do you stay relevant in your business? So that's why I said, I changed strategy a couple of times, but remain true to the vision. And regardless of seemingly competition, because you're going to have competition. But once you keep your eyes focused on the prize and you keep your eyes focused on your vision, right? Because just think about it. It's like a marathon you're running. Or even if you want to say it's like a sprint, but you must stay on your lane in a sprint. Because once you change lanes and you cross, you are disqualified. So you must continue to run in your lane. And even a marathon, you must continue to endure, right, with long distance. And so as a marathoner, you are taught endurance, resilience, patience, pacing yourself, different things. So we're all in different sports. But the key thing is that the finish line is the goal, isn't it? For your business, the finish line is the goal. So once you have that in mind, you can change strategy sometimes. You can rework. But don't ever forget the power of the vision that you have. Now, I harnessed, when I said that, when I changed strategy, say harness the power of rebranding and reinventing. Before, years ago, if they had told me to wear what I'm wearing today, I'll say, for what? But today I said, nah, I just need to, blend with the Gen Zs. Gen Zs, did I try? Am I winning? Did I do it? Good. Because it's so important that for your business, you cannot stay stagnant. You must continue to rebrand your business. You must continue to reinvent yourself. Whether it's a personal branding or the business itself. Because what happens to people is that people forget that you must reinvent, or you must innovate. If you don't innovate, your business will die. If they had said to me that in the next 20 years of life, we would still be running a business, Sapphire event, I would tell anyone, are you sure? But we've been hit several times, right? So the things that have happened that I've thought to myself, oh my God, I think this is not for me. And I know that a lot of us feel that way. But the key thing is that to understand that when you are on this journey, it's a journey that for some people, it's instant. For some people, it takes longer. For some people, they need more help than others. But the key thing is we're all going to get to that finish line. So rebranding and reinventing. So I looked at the business. I said, you know what? Which will also bring me to the power of teamwork. Having a dynamic team. I think I'm maybe in my office, I'm probably the oldest, right? Because, yeah, I'm the oldest, I think, yes. So I had to surround myself with young people that were smarter. Because one thing you have to understand that even as you're running a business or you're as an entrepreneur, you can't do everything by yourself. So you need to harness your skills, your strengths. What are your strengths, right? Understand your strengths and use your strengths to build in the business. Identify the skill gaps that your business needs. For example, I'm not the biggest. I'm not the best at paperwork. I don't like paperwork. I don't like it. But we need to do paperwork. So I identify people in my office that love paperwork. They are my best friends. The guys that love technology, they are my best friends. So you just need to ensure that you look inwards into your team and harness even the skills, the strengths of every member of your team. Very, very important. Every member of your team, you need to ensure that you're looking at their strengths and you use that to build a diverse and a dynamic team that will carry the business forward continuously and continuously. Right? I also said I learned to understand the dynamic and fluid nature of the market and our clients. We're in a market where the people's taste changes every single time. When we started, it was just taking the stress. It was easy. As the business grew, they wanted to have an experience. I used to tell my team that, what is this experience thing now? Why are we creating experience? It's not just to plan events. But I realized that people wanted to have an experience. So we did not say, whatever, I'm not going to do that. We had to say, what does the market want? What do the new generation, what are they looking for? What do they want? So the next thing was to begin to match what they want and also think ahead of them. So that's also another thing as an entrepreneur. As you are building your business from scratch, you must understand that as the business grows, your market will change. And you must also be ahead of your market. So don't say this is how we've always done it. Don't say that. Don't say, oh, we can't do that. No way. Don't be rigid. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Be flexible. Be fluid. Look at trends around you. But without compromising the vision of your business. That is also important. Do not compromise on your values. Right? So even as I continue. So in building, it said as the business was progressing and as your business progresses as an entrepreneur, I've talked about amplifying your good and downplaying your weaknesses. Maximize the power of branding. Be known for something. Be known for something. What do you stand for? What is your signature? Be authentic. Be authentic. Authenticity sells. Be authentic. As you are authentic, let me tell you, first of all, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Everybody is not going to like you or your business. Some people think I'm too hyper. Yes, Pastor Kojo, yes, they think I'm too hyper. But guess what? The hyper nature, some people love it. What do you think? Exactly. So people think, oh my gosh, she's just too much. She's just too much. Oh my God, no. Hello? This is me, and I'm unapologetically me. Right? Do you understand? Fantastic. And that is what you should actually make sure that your brand is about. Your brand, your business must be authentic. You will not sell to everyone. You can't sell to everyone. Is there any business that sells to everyone that you know? So identify that market. But make sure that your brand, you so build your brand that people, in fact, one of the things I was saying to someone recently, I said, everybody may not like you, but be so good that they cannot ignore you. Be so good that they cannot ignore you. Which brings me to the power of being excellent in all things. You must be excellent. You do not have the room or as first of all, as human beings, as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as Christians, as whatever religion, wherever you are, excellence is so important. You must strive for excellence in all you do. Because your business, your entrepreneurship journey relies so much on that excellent spirit that you have. And that's what is going to drive you. And that's what's going to drive your business. Sometimes, even my team, when I want to maybe not be excellent, because it's so imbibed in us, the team will tell me, no, we are excellent, so we can't do this. Imagine them telling me, so I will now go to a corner and say, okay, I've heard. But that's because we've built a culture of excellence. We've imbibed it in every single person. So it's so important that you build a spirit of excellence, right? And then, of course, another thing I wanted to say here is also that in your entrepreneurship journey, you are going to have ups and downs. How many people are having down times at the moment? Okay, no, sorry. They said we should not say we have down. I'm so sorry. We are successful. We are what? Blessed. Fantastic. But there are sometimes, right? Embrace every season. I wanted to encourage you there. Embrace every season. The season that seems seemingly low. It's a time to look into the gaps in your business. It's a time to build yourself. It's a time to develop yourself. It's a time to train yourself. It's a time to begin to see what new things you can do. Because when the abundant season comes, what happens? You will not have time to work in your business. So it's important that you learn to work in your business. It's very, very important. So embrace the seasons. There are different cycles in life. It's the same way we know that in life there will be ups and downs. So in those times that you are feeling down, even as a Christian, the Bible says that David encouraged himself, in fact, super encouragement in the Lord. That is what you need. So which brings me to, so I'm talking about, committing to learning. I think I talked about developing yourself. You must be committed to constant learning. Hone your craft. Hone your craft means perfect your craft. Perfect your work. Let people see you and know, oh my goodness, these guys are great. If you are selling toothpaste, sell it. Let it be the best toothpaste. Look for everything to make your toothpaste the best toothpaste. If you have a restaurant, make sure that your restaurant is the best restaurant. Whatever it is you're doing, whether it's a service, whether it's a product you have, make sure that that product and service is excellent. Build it. Go and learn how to do it better. Ask questions. Don't stay. I am a product of learning. I'm a product of asking questions. I'm a product of, I don't want to say, if you say you are humble, are you humble? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. But I'm a product of, I don't know everything. Can you teach me? Can you guide me? Can you show me? From my peers alike, from my younger ones alike, from the older ones alike. So it's very important that we commit to learning. As a business owner or as an entrepreneur, one of the things you must also carry in your hand is learning emotional intelligence. Learning emotional intelligence. Just knowing how to use the right emotions in the situation you are in. Especially as a CEO. That one is another matter, another story for us CEOs. But I've talked about identifying the skill gaps you have as a business owner. And one of the things I said here is stay humble. Stay humble. Because when you stay humble, you stay hungry and you stay learning. You have not arrived. Somebody will do one transaction like this. We have arrived. What are they talking about? Learn delayed gratification. Learn delayed gratification. Let me break that one down. When you are building your business, right? Learn how to invest back in the business. Don't use the money, all the money you are making at all the times. They will know that I have a new car. They will know that I've just bought a house. And if I've not posted it online, how will they even know? Social media is for positive and there's also negative. There's the positive of it. And that's that. But it's so important that you stay humble, you stay hungry, you stay learning, delayed gratification. Then I think I've talked about building a team. It's here now. It says leverage team power. Your team they are your first customers. Do you know that? Your team that you work with, that you are with as an entrepreneur, they're your first customers. A lot of us always think that, it is the external customers. You must sell the business to your team first. They must love everything first. They must know everything first before you go and sell to the customers outside. And your team must know that you care. They must know that you are invested in them, in their journey. Let your team shine. A lot of us as entrepreneurs, we are afraid of letting our team shine. Let them shine. Let them shine. And then, of course, I've talked about identifying the skill gaps in your team. And then, of course, as your business is growing, right, it's also important that you think about impact. So as you're going from one journey to the other, because everybody, and let me also say this as I'm talking, everybody's at different levels in their lives. So as I'm speaking to you, pick one part of it. Some people, you're already at the level of where you are so successful, all they need to do is just cough, and you are just like there. Some of you are struggling. You have not even found the money to start the business. So you are in different seasons and different journeys of life. So when you understand where you are, right, you begin to look at the things that you need to do in that journey. But always think about your business and also making sure that there's impact. We all want to make money. Money is good. Money is sweet, right? Money is good. But guess what? Impact. Impacting people's lives is actually even more important. So give back, be impactful, give value. Leverage mentorship. Leverage the power of network, the power of people, the power of coaches, the power of your voices, people speaking to you. Leverage that. You are here now, so I'm glad that as you are listening, you are also leveraging on this. You understand what I'm saying? So pay attention to who you listen to and who you are surrounded with. There will be critics in your life. Listen to them. But there are some critics that you shouldn't listen to. Right? When you dream, you shouldn't listen to some critics. But you must listen to some. Because what it does is that it helps you. Because you can't see everything. In your business, there are blind spots in your business that only somebody from the outside can tell you. So you need to be able to discern as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. Right? So, of course, as your business grows, don't stay. Diversify. You can diversify in the business or out of the business. So, different things. I've set up different companies, different expressions, just to also identify the various needs of the business. Now, this is one I needed to quickly say before I move. Do not be afraid to fail. How many people have failed here before? How many people have failed? Only 5, 8, 6? Nobody has failed? Oh my God, everybody's so perfect. Don't mind me, all of us. Everybody has failed. Don't be afraid to fail. Because what failure does is failure teaches you what not to do or what to do better the next time. I've cried many times. How many people have cried? Okay, let's not talk about crying. But let's just say that failure will teach you many things. And it's okay to make mistakes. But how do you build yourself, after you've made those mistakes? So basically, in summary, what am I saying? Believe in yourself. Believe in the dream. Be audacious. Because to build a business from scratch, you have to be audacious. Be audacious. Stay focused. Of course, be tenacious. Tenacity is what will hold you. You remember during COVID, when all of things were crumbling. If you were not tenacious during COVID, resilient. So be tenacious, resilient, and then of course you have to be passionate. Passion is what will hold you when you are down or when you feel like, oh my God, who sent me? I always like, okay, who sent me a message here? And then the next part is find your path. Of course, be excellent. Dream big. Have vision. Without vision, Mr. Joe has said all sorts about vision today. And then, of course, have foresight. And then, one of the things I will just leave you with is always, always put your best foot forward. Thank you so much for having me.